Hello everybody, this is Faisal. In this video, I'm going to teach you about arrays in PHP. Let's continue the text editor. I'm using Sublime Text. I have opened the complete PHP folder right here so that I can create files instantly. Let's create a new file and save it as arrays.php. Okay, so now we can start writing PHP code right here. So what are arrays? Remember in the last video when we learned about variables, we stored a single data type inside a single variable. Suppose if I create a variable test and I have hello inside this test variable. What if I want to store another value that is integer as well, and another value that is double, and another value that is integer, and so on. So I want to store all of these values inside a single variable that is called test. For this purpose I need to use arrays. How I can write the array or create an array? I need to name it a variable like sample variable, and let's create an empty array. That is how you create an empty array, because you don't have any value inside these brackets. So it means you have created an array successfully, but right now this array is empty. Let's cut all of these and paste it right here. And just you need to separate all of these values by comma. That's it. You have created an array and stored all of these values inside an array, and that array is stored inside a variable that is called sample. Let's echo this variable out, $sample, and now open this in the browser. We have arrays, and you will see it is giving an error that you are trying to echo out an array on line number 7. So you cannot echo out a complete array by using a simple echo command. You cannot do this in PHP. In order to echo out any specific value, you can do that using echo command. Suppose I want to echo out this one, or let's suppose this one. I need to write big brackets, and in between these brackets I need to write 0. Now what is 0? What is 0 is actually a position of the value. So one thing to remember is in an arrays every value is stored at some position. Suppose this value is stored at the position of 0, this is stored at the position of 1, this is stored at the position of 2, this complete value, and this is stored at the position of 3. So like this, 0, 1, 2 and 3. Whenever you want to echo out this value, you need to write its position number here. So I want to echo out this one, I need to write 0 here. If I want to echo out this one, I need to write its position, that is 2. Let's try this in the browser. So right now I have written 2, so it should echo out 12.12, and here it is. So that's how you can echo out a single value from a complete array. You just need to write its position number. Okay, so this is a simple array. There is another type of array that is called associative array. Okay, so let's start with associative array. Hope you understand this example. Now it will be very easy to understand the another type of array that is called associative array. Let's create a variable. Let's comment this out. We have an variable sample and it has an array like it's have previously. Let's open this out a little bit so that you can see it clearly what is exactly going on. So this is exactly the same thing that we have written in a single line. So I didn't change anything yet. So you already know hello is stored at the position of 0. Let's add 0 here and add a space. This is stored at the position of 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this thing you already know, because you know the position numbers where all of these values has been stored. So next thing is, let's add an arrow sign here, equal to and greater than sign. Let's add it here as well, here, that's it. This is now an associative array. Now what is the difference between associative array and a simple array? In simple array you cannot define the key or position. It's by default 0, 1, 2, 3. You cannot define it by your own choice. Although in this associative array you can define your keys according to your choice. Suppose I want to name this key as first key, or first position. Name this one value to something. That's it. You can, the basic difference is you can define its position as well right here. Suppose test, and third, you can write anything. Let's echo out this a specific value. How you can echo out? Same like you did in the previous example, you need to write this position number. In this case, we have position that is called sample. Let's write sample here, and it should echo out this number because sample has this value. Let's try, it should echo out 1 2 3. So right here. So that's the basic difference. In associative array, you can define your own position of names or key names. Although in simple array, you cannot define your position. It is by default 0, 1, 2, and so on. So this is an associative array. Let's comment this out. There is another type of array that is called multi-dimensional array. What is this? Let's copy this out and paste it right here. And this is exactly the same like associative array. Just one thing that is different is you can store a complete array inside a single value. Suppose I have a position that is called first pose, and I can store a complete array inside it here as well. Let's add 1 2 and 3. Now let's try to echo out $sample and this first pose. So now this will give an error because you cannot echo out a complete array because this first pose contains an array. So you cannot echo out a complete array using echo command. Let's try this out and you will see the error. So in this case, you need to add another bracket and write the position of these values. Suppose I want to echo out 2, it is stored at the position of 1 because the positions are starting from 0 1 2. So this is stored at the position of 1. I need to write it here, write 1 here, and it will echo out 2. Let's try this. So that is the multi-dimensional array. So that's it for the arrays video. Hope you understand this. Let's practice this a little bit at your home or at your office, and you will understand it more clearly. So see you in the next video. Goodbye.